James Garner never chased fame, and that may be exactly why it chased him. Born James Scott Bumger on April 7, 1928, in Norman, Oklahoma, his life was shaped by loss long before Hollywood ever called. When he lost his mother at just 5 years old, childhood ended instantly. Pain, hardship, and a fractured home forced him to mature fast. But what if that early heartbreak didn't break him? What if it quietly forged one of Hollywood's most authentic legends? Before acting ever entered the picture, James Garner lived a hard-earned, grounded life. He worked blue-collar jobs, briefly played football, and eventually served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War. Wounded twice in combat, he was awarded the Purple Heart 2 times. Those experiences left him with a lifelong distrust of pretension and a deep respect for everyday people, qualities audiences would immediately recognize and trust on screen. Acting came almost by accident. In the early 1950s, after brief training at the Actors Studio in New York, unlike many rising stars of the era, Garner avoided exaggerated performances. His style was natural, conversational, and emotionally honest. That authenticity changed everything in 1957 when he was cast as Brett Maverick in the hit television western Maverick. Instead of the traditional stoic gunslinger, Garner brought humor, irony, and intelligence to the role, instantly making him a household name. Maverick established the blueprint for his career. Time and again, James Garner played men who were decent without being flashy and strong without needing to prove it. His transition to film was seamless, with standout performances in The Great Escape 1963, The Americanization of Emily 1964, Grand Prix 1966, and Support Your Local Sheriff 1969. Behind the scenes, Garner showed the same integrity. He famously sued Warner Brothers and later Universal, winning landmark cases that helped improve actors' rights, quietly becoming a pioneer for fairness in Hollywood. In 1974, Garner returned to television with The Rockford Files, creating the iconic character Jim Rockford. Unlike polished TV detectives, Rockford was broke, bruised, and exhausted, but endlessly likable. Garner infused the role with humor and vulnerability, earning an Emmy Award and cementing his status as one of television's most beloved figures. Off-screen, his most enduring role was that of husband. In 1956, James Garner met Lois Josephine Fleckman Clark, and just 16 days later, on August 17, they were married. Hollywood doubted the decision, but the marriage endured nearly 58 years. Lois had a young daughter recovering from polio, whom Garner embraced as his own. In 1958, they welcomed their daughter Greta, later known as Gigi Garner. Despite fame, the family lived quietly, protecting their private life from public spectacle. The marriage faced challenges, including separations in 1970 and 1979, but they reunited in September 1981, remaining together until Garner's death. Their bond stood as a rare example of endurance in an industry known for fleeting relationships. In his later years, James Garner faced severe health struggles. Years of physical work on The Rockford Files destroyed his knees, leading to multiple surgeries and eventual double knee replacement in 2000. In 1988, he underwent quintuple bypass heart surgery. Though quitting smoking was difficult, he finally stopped in 2005. A stroke in 2008 marked a turning point, and his health never fully recovered. Near the end of his life, Garner wrote a deeply personal note to his longtime friend and co-star Doris, with whom he starred in The Thrill of It All and Move Over. Darling, in it, he confessed fears, regrets, and the emotional cost of fame. He spoke of kindness, honesty, and the loneliness behind Hollywood's smiles, admitting that being kind mattered more than being famous. James Garner never chased fame, and that may be exactly why it chased him. Born James Scott Bumger on April 7, 1928, in Norman, Oklahoma, his life was shaped by loss long before Hollywood ever called. When he lost his mother at just 5 years old, childhood ended instantly. Pain, hardship, and a fractured home forced him to mature fast. But what if that early heartbreak didn't break him? What if it quietly forged one of Hollywood's most authentic legends?